Hey gang, welcome back to the Weekend Woodworker. On today's episode, we'll show you how to immortalize your pretty pets, your saucy selfies, and even your photogenic family. Plus, we'll learn to love alliteration. I had quite a bit of wood left over from the toy box build, so I decided to make the most of it. If anybody knows a better way of doing this, I'm all ears, because this was a big pain and it shouldn't have been that difficult. Here, I'm cutting a slight bevel on the outer frame pieces. This step is not completely necessary, but it will help you up your frame game. Using this router table is not unlike changing a dirty diaper. It often turns into a wrestling match. You need to make several passes to get it nice and clean, and you always need to be careful about where you put your fingers. But hey, if somebody offers you a router table on the cheap, you take it. Having a poopy diaper router table is much better than having no router table. I can't for the life of me remember why I got this burlap, but I'm hoping it adds a touch of style to my fabulous frames. Pro tip, make sure your staples are the right size. I initially just tried to glue the burlap to the wood, but that was a big mistake, and the dry time took forever. After 2 trips to Lowe's, I managed to get the right size staple so they wouldn't go all the way through the frame. And the rest is history, as they say. While making these cuts, I became painfully aware that the 45-degree mark of my miter saw is actually just south of 45 degrees. But not wanting to back down from a challenge, I pressed on, with a song in my heart and my fingers crossed tightly, hoping that everything would turn out okay. Independent polling data has shown that my viewers would prefer less sanding. Some sanding, just less. So here you go, giving the people what they want. Now to find out how good those miter cuts were, but first, a word from these sponsors. Psych! You guys know I don't have any sponsors. But hey, subscribe, hit that like button, and don't forget about the notification bell. You never know what could happen. Moment of truth. Judge's ruling is in. The miter joints were good, but not great. That being said, I think I can salvage them. Just a hair more sanding for those of you who need to know that my wood is good and smooth. I went with a nice dark stain on this project. I just can't seem to leave pine in its natural color. I should have used the rest of the lacquer from the toy box project, but as it turns out, I prefer polyurethane to lacquer. There is a small hole in the nozzle of my glue bottle, which made a big mess, but I was able to make it work. A new bottle of glue is in my near future. Now I just need to print out some of my saucy selfies. Until next time.